Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Rants and Bants of the restaurant business with Yettis Kitchen. I'm your host, as usual, Yetti. Today we're going to be talking about a topic that has always been on my mind, and I think I'm so done with it because it's almost like technology gives us the tools to apparently bring us closer, and people still maintain the same energy that they have in reality. They maintain that same energy with technology and think nobody notices, or they think everyone is fooled. And that topic today is that of WhatsApp statuses, WhatsApp I don't know what I can call it, everything WhatsApp. So this WhatsApp thing is like obviously major for some people, because I don't understand how you could go about living your life and you don't want people to know you're online. I know I'm going to be touching I'm going to be shaking quite a few tables talking about this, but come on people, do you actually realize that if you don't want anybody knowing you're online, or that person you're trying to make sure doesn't know you're online actually knows you're online? Because typically if you have a narcissistic person on your contact list who you're apparently hiding your online activity from, do you realize that that person actually sits there and watches 24/7 to see when you come online? So you can't come on here thinking because you switched off your last scene, then suddenly they would not be offended, or they will be less offended. My sister, my brother, they will be offended whether you like it or not. So switch on your WhatsApp last scene. People do not care enough, or would I say you should not care enough about who sees your last scene, or the fact that they saw that you were last seen 5 minutes ago and you've ignored their message from 3 days ago. Bruh, like, we should keep that energy in 2019. We're in 2020 now. Ignore people with your chest. Say after me, in 2020 I will ignore people with my chest. And if you're ignoring people, do it with pride, do it deliberately. Do it because there's a reason. I'm not saying go about being horrible and not responding to people, but there must be a reason why you're ignoring that person. There must be a reason why you don't want them to know when last you were online. So, and as I'm saying, for me it defeats the purpose, because there's so many people that have hidden their statuses that, okay, I don't know when last they were seen. But if you actually ask the person they're hiding their status from, their last seen from, the person actually sees them online all the time, because the person is a stalker. So whatever you're trying to avoid by not showing your last scene, you've actually made it happen already. So in 2020, own your WhatsApp. It's your phone, it's your WhatsApp. You could do whatever the hell you want to do with it. Yes, this has nothing to do with the restaurant business, and it kind of does, because we're on WhatsApp as well, so I might as well just slide it in. Yettis Kitchen is on WhatsApp, so you can always message us if you have a catering job, if you have a wedding, if you have an event and you need somebody to give you some good food. Definitely holler at us. Our number on WhatsApp is 074-603-53448. You can WhatsApp us. We're in the UK, so that's +44 74 603 53448. So back to the story. So yeah, you switch off your WhatsApp last scene, and then the one that makes me laugh the most is the read receipts. Yeah, you don't want anyone to know, or you don't want a certain person to know that you've read their messages. Come on, really? Why don't you just block the person? Just block the person. Come into 2020 and you're still hiding what you have read, what you have not read. You know what? I think I'm beginning to suspect you too. Forget the people who are stalking you, who want to know when you're online, who want to know when you've read a message. You too, you're a suspect. Because if you are in a place where you're hiding when you were last available on WhatsApp, you are hiding when you read a message, you are hiding this and that, bruh, you too, you have a lot to play in the fact that people are stalking you, because you're probably giving them the environment. Like they say, bacteria loves to grow in an environment that's very good for it to grow. Come on now. So you can't blame the person stalking you. You your own self, you must be playing a part in it. Because for the life of me, I can't imagine my phone. I pay the bills, I pay the data for it, I downloaded WhatsApp, and I refuse to block you. I refuse to relax and just let the features of WhatsApp exist. I'm going to go through the trouble of removing the last scene. I'm going to go through the trouble of removing read receipts, just because I don't want some people thinking I'm not responding to the messages. Bruh, you're going to offend people in life. That's just life. So if you're going to offend people with your chest. If you're going to not be available to some certain people, but you make yourself available to people that value your time, do it with your chest. It's 2020. Enough. The people you're even trying to avoid offending, you've offended them before you've even tried to switch off your WhatsApp read receipts. The people you're trying to avoid offending, you've offended them before you've even decided to switch off your last scene. So you've already offended them. There are some people that decide to wake up every morning and just say, you know what, this person has offended me. So you do not have anything to contribute to what they want to have as an offense list. So don't bother. So the one that makes me laugh is a read receipt. You switch that off as well, thinking they can't see when you've read the messages, or oh, it's not showing that they read the message. What does it matter? Block the person so the person can't send you messages. Commit the offense and let the person know that, you know what, I've pushed my boundaries, this person has blocked me. And then last but not the least is what's that one again? WhatsApp statuses. But I don't really think I'm really fussed about that one. But where you post certain things and then you get added to broadcast lists, or people just add you to a WhatsApp group. I can't wait for WhatsApp to get to a point where you need to ask for permission to be able to add me to a WhatsApp group, because that, I think, is a proper invasion of privacy. And then the final one is deleting. Delete for everyone or delete for me. The number of times I've seen people use this feature, and it just makes me laugh, because I think they either think in the back of their minds that when they delete for everyone, the person on the other side doesn't actually see the message. It's either WhatsApp did not send a memo, but I'm sorry to break it to you, but when you're deleting for everyone, the person could have read the message already, even though it doesn't show a read receipt, and they've read the message already, and could I say the damage is done. So when you send a message and then you unsend a message, it's like when you send an email and then you unsend an email. You never know if the damage is done, and you forever wonder if, oh, did they see it? Are they just ignoring me? Are they just ignoring or acting like they never saw the message? Like, save that energy for 2019, man. 2020, new year. Send a message. If it's wrong or it was sent wrong, write a next message to say, oh, ignore message above. Just straight up be normal. Stop all this delete for everyone. Somebody's read it. They've read it already. Do not put yourself through the whole paranoia of, oh, did they read it? Did they not read it? And then you delete for everyone. And then you send another message to cover it up. Like, send a message with your chest. Stop hiding. If you send a message to your ex because you were drunk, send it with your chest. It shows you have issues for you to be sending messages to your ex when you're drunk. Deal with the issues and solve the problem first before you start thinking delete for everyone will solve the problem. If you ended up sending nudes to the wrong person, leave the nudes there. Yes, Yetti said so. Leave the nudes there and just write a message to say, you know what, apologies, I didn't plan to. It was you're not the right recipient. Just say it with your chest. Own it. Yeah. Before you send a message next time, you look at the recipient first. Kind of like I was reading somewhere online on Twitter that there's a company, I think it's in the banking industry, that before you send an email, put an attachment first. Before you send an email, write your recipients in who you're sending the messages to first. After doing that, put your attachments, then click send, rather than, I think it's anyway, whatever way around. It's attachments first, recipients next, and then click send. And that's how they've trained the members of staff. And that avoids you sending an email that doesn't have an attachment, even though you said please find attached and then there's nothing attached. Makes you look stupid. It avoids you sending an attachment to somebody and saying, oh, sorry, you're not the right person. So before you click send, there's like a 3-step process, and I think that should apply to life. Do not delete for everyone. do not get comfortable with this delete for everyone, because WhatsApp has provided this feature. Suddenly you think the person on the other end has not read it. One, because there's no read receipt, the person hasn't clicked on the message, you think they didn't see it. Half the time I see messages on my WhatsApp that I've physically not clicked on, but it's popped up on my phone. I read it, like legitimately read it, but I've not physically gone into the chat window, so it's not going to show a blue tick, and you'd never know I've read it. And then when I go into the message, you've deleted it, I just laugh, because I'm like, it just says a lot about your personality. So for me personally, let's stop this. Let's start 2020 being intentional about the messages we're sending, and life will go a lot better. Thank me later. I'm your girl Yetti, and let's just own your personality with your chest this new year. Do take care, and God bless.